Nikolai Bondarenko is on a political diet. For a whole month now, the parliamentarian from Saratov has based his food budget on a local pensioner's living wage, spending just 3,500 rubles, or around 46 euros to eat. The Communist Party politician only buys the bare basics and says he's been hungry all month.
I want to prove that living on 3,500 rubles a month is impossible without a negative effect on your health.
Some accuse the politician of populism. Others here at Saratov market thank him. Bondarenko is pushing to double the living wage in Russia. His campaign has gotten a huge amount of media attention. Along with us, a Russian federal TV crew is also filming him preparing his rations. But to Bondarenko, this is more than just PR and bigger than his health.
I don't think that a month on this diet is enough to seriously damage a normal person's health in the long run. Of course, I have worried about my health, but what I see across the country scares me much more.
Bondarenko has documented the experiment on his video blog and also shows the debate that kicked it all off. Saratov's labor minister Natalia Sokolova insisted the living wage is enough to guarantee a balanced diet. She was fired over the remarks. And Bondarenko's argument has grown into a national debate, even on state television. But the government, including Saratov's new interim minister for labor, says the living wage will stay the same for now.
The living wage is a substantiated sum based on statistical calculations and on the law. Of course, we are striving to improve our approach in order to work out new, more effective methods for calculating the living wage. That work has begun and should be finished in 2020.
Bondarenko's experiment has struck a chord beyond Saratov. Across Russia, the standard of living has been dropping consistently. The government has made halving poverty a goal for the next 6 years. Currently, every 8th person lives under the poverty line, which means they earn less than the living wage.
Food prices are going up. Prices for bread and milk are going up, but the existence minimum is still tiny. I can hardly survive.
You can only buy the cheapest products on 3,500. You can exist on them but not live.
At his office at the Duma, Nikolai Bondarenko's phone has hardly stopped ringing. The communist politician is convinced his words about the living wage will be heard on a national level.
The only thing the government can't control is the solidarity that unites us. The government would rather lose a finger than a whole hand.
Bondarenko is now preparing to take a draft bill to the Russian Duma. He wants his voice to be heard beyond the hallways of the local parliament.